Never stop believing. If you admit defeat, it's already over. You should believe that if you stop and do nothing then, nothing will happen. But if you work and put in the time, it can and will happen. No matter how long it takes, don't stop believing. The one thing I hate is being lazy. I hate being called lazy, and I hate how it affects my life. I always said that willpower is one of my greatest strengths, yet I'm lazy at the most important time of my life. I never tell people when it's my birthday because I don't like all the attention drawn to it. Sometimes my birthday is the best day in my life, and sometimes it's the worst day in my life. That's why I avoid telling anyone about my birthday. My family are the only ones who know.
Over the years and throughout my life, I learned many life lessons, and honestly I forgot some of them, and some I remember throughout my life. The best thing is that I'll always keep learning. One of the good things I'm good at is enduring. How much you can, and whether you let anyone know about it is up to you. I am happy that I can endure a lot and make no noise about it. Improvement is a goal that everyone should strive for. What you're trying to improve on and how depends on you. There is no one way of doing this. So long as you strive for it and go for it. There is nothing wrong with starting out small and working your way into becoming big. Even if the steps you take are small, so long as you pace yourself and improve upon each step, what's the problem? Time is no issue unless you make it one. Fear is what everyone must overcome. It's the one being that keeps us back and in check. We all must understand that it's normal to be afraid and it's possible to overcome it. Fear is just a way of saying, you will never overcome this obstacle unless you overcome your fear. Never burn bridges. I may not be the nicest person, the more helpful one, or someone that you can talk to, but I always try my best to never burn any bridges between us because I may need to cross that bridge again. There are a lot of things I hate about myself and there are some things I like about myself. I'll never forget that I am who I am. I can't change everything about me, but I can mold myself into who I should be for tomorrow and the days next after that. Trying is an important aspect in life. In order to succeed one must try at it, however what's the point in trying if all you're going to do is just try? You must do more than just try, you must want to succeed and you don't want to fail, and won't and can't accept anything less than that. Journey and a destination are both completely different things entirely. One is where your goal and dream will have to pass in order to get there and the other is where you want to go or be at. You may know your destination but don't know how to get there, or you know this road but don't know the end of it. There's a saying, people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Everyone should look at themselves and wonder if I would like it if everyone would call me out on my failure and imperfection. The answer should be simple. As time goes by, you will find that time gets less and less, and that the time required to do something or achieve that grows more and more, but your ability to achieve your goal improves as time goes by as well. As I said this hundreds of times already and I'll say it thousands more times, but I'm a prideful person and I don't view myself as an arrogant one. I'll never state my accomplishments to someone because I don't believe revealing all your success and failure to anyone is a smart thing. As a person who's not good under pressure, I try to put myself in more situations that help me build my ability to handle pressure better. At the end of the day, if I don't have any confidence, it doesn't matter how many situations I put myself in, I'll never be able to handle the pressure. Everyone has a breaking point that one tries not to reach, and tries to reach it more slowly. Sometimes that breaking point is within reason, and sometimes it's not. Ask yourself why I have a breaking point, and how I reach that point. I like to think that we're all self-functioning governments. How we think, how we act, and how we view things is based on our self-governance. If one wants to change our viewpoint, we only need to change our government. We all have problems, from the successful ones to the unsuccessful ones. We all must understand that just because you have a problem doesn't mean that you're more important or your issue needs to be solved right away, because someone may have a more pressing issue that needs to be fixed right away. Not everything in life should be equal. Sometimes equality is something not guaranteed by what and how we do it. Something happens because it just happens, and we all should look past it. We view time like an hourglass, we look at it for how much time we have left and how much time we wasted. If one wants to start over, then break it. Once it is broken, you have to start over. We are all weird, doesn't matter what you say or what everyone says, but that being weird is subject to the person's point of view. That's fine, no one should view that you're normal or he's not normal. One must understand that we all view things differently. It is never good to run away from your problems, or sometimes it is not best to run toward your problem as well. Sometimes it's best just to stop, think, or even just walk. You'll find out that sometimes it is just as easy to walk by your problems instead. It doesn't matter when, or how, or even why. When it happens, we all must be ready for it, and we all must understand it and face it. Luck is something we want, and sometimes we wonder why, or how, or even when. But one should not rely on it. I would rather be lucky one day and have the rest of the day happen because I plan it that way. Never ask someone to do something you won't do yourself or you don't believe in. This is something I believe in and hope that everyone follows. I always believe in staying in your lane when you need to. The only time I'll leave my lane is when some event forces me to move out and it's beyond my control. Everyone must understand that when something is impossible, it is impossible at that very moment. In life, nothing is constant, so with time and effort that impossible becomes possible. Before you love anyone, you must love yourself. Only then, you know how to cherish someone truly and honestly. That is what makes an honest relationship. Practice is what makes perfect. When you're practicing, you're not just trying to get good at something, you're building up your confidence as well. Confidence is one of the most important factors when trying to get good at something. There is nothing wrong with being alone or lonely. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If you like being alone, then be alone. Don't let being afraid of being seen alone scare you off. Do what makes you comfortable. There is nothing wrong with being alone or lonely. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If you like being alone, then be alone. Don't let being afraid of being seen alone scare you off. Do what makes you comfortable.